All right, so that other issue I was talking about, the hot water heater exhaust. So, what we realized after about having our hot water heater in here for about 8 years, when we did get it installed, thought we got a pretty good deal on a water heater. The company was installing it for the first time. However, we realized that there were a lot of things that were not up to code, and that's definitely a problem. So every time we actually have another technician come by, they kind of point those things out, and I note it all up in my notes so that we know what to do in the event that we actually have to replace the water heater and get it done right the next time. But in any case, I know one thing that was failing for sure was the hot water heater exhaust, and the reason being is I'm not sure the proper piping was actually running. So I'm going to bring you in here where I actually have a few rust spots. So I'm not sure if you see there, and you see up along the back, if I'm going the right way. All right, so you can see this piece right here. I was able to take it off. Oh, let me come around the other side here. I was able to take it off. And you might notice that there's a piece missing. Oh, that's right, because that's how everything was jammed in. Venting should not look like this when it's actually installed. Reason being, well, it's not actually doing its job. So, what I have in place and in store, where I was anticipating having to replace this because I started seeing some of the rust, is I had the appropriate venting called B venting. Now, I had never heard of B venting before, but it's incredibly important, especially if you're burning gas or propane and you need the proper exhaust. Why, do you ask? Well, if you saw the opening that I just had, it looked like a HVAC vent, something that you might use, let's say, I don't know, for another purpose, maybe just for hot air or something. But this is B venting. Now look, notice the inside. Notice there's an inner cylinder there. The whole idea is it wants to keep a seal so the carbon monoxide that comes from the exhaust of your water heater does not get in the house and does not escape. And this design I actually like, found this at Home Depot, because this tells you the direction that the B venting actually needs to go, and everything interlocks. So it's essentially you slide it in and you twist all the locking parts. Now, I haven't installed this before either, but I made sure I read up online, made my configuration so that I actually know what I need to do. I'll show you what that configuration actually looks like. I ordered a few extra parts because you never know how many parts you'll actually need. And I just had to make sure that everything fits, but considering the water heater wasn't working anyway, might as well install it now, right? Just to make sure I have everything lined up. So, this is the actual vent configuration that I put in piece by piece by piece. All right, and so that is looks like this is a 3-inch B vent, and the configurations that I actually put on it are, I believe, one 90-degree B vent, and I think 245 degrees. And the nice thing is it allows you to change their orientation. So I had to fit these together. I had to put everything in place, and I have a few pictures of essentially everything fitting, but now it can't hurt, right? Definitely have to make sure that I can install something that's a replacement. So again, when you start unearthing things, you never know what's going to surface. So now I need to go to Home Depot and make sure I have all the parts. So not just the thermocouple, but just making sure that this actually lines up, fits in place, and then we'll see where we go from there. So the water heater project has started, but to be continued.